Um, a couple areas. First period, we turned over a lot of pucks at the blue line and at our blue line on our breakouts, and just kind of give them a little bit of energy. And I thought we scored the first goal. We had good energy, and then we kind of from that point on, we took some penalties. We got scored on. Penalty killing hasn't been very good lately with some guys that are gone. So some new guys are getting auditioned, and we're paying the price for it a little bit in that situation. And we got it back to 3-3, and we make a mistake in the D zone, and we let a guy walk off the wall, and sending that game over.
Is it easier to switch some of the forward lines up as opposed to switching some of the pairings on the defensive end? What goes into that?
Well, I'm not gonna. It's a whole thing. Yeah, but forwards are different. I switched up the forward lines in the second period. I put Yanni Newman with John Hayden and Stevens just to change that up. I put Rakoff. I thought he deserved a look up top there, so I put him with Mo and Ferks. Actually liked him up there, and then I just tried to mix match the other third and fourth line to try and get some balance. And our I think our penalty kill gave up two power play goals, and then you're right at the end of a penalty kill. So that's two games in a row. That's four power play goals. You're not going to win any games like that. So we're trying to tighten it up there, and kids are just making mistakes.
For the homestand, maybe not to end the way you guys hoped. Does it
Not
feel
worried about homestand road games, right? So at the end of the day, just we got to focus on our game on Sunday.
Coach, you started with a really young starting lineup. They came out with a lot of energy. Just curious on what you thought about that group you started with and how they played.
Yeah, I had a matchup going to start the game. Just their top two lines have got some offense on it, so we matched up third line against third line, and they did a great job responding. They got a puck in deep. They didn't turn it over, and they got rewarded for it, and they got a goal. So that being said, we gave up a power play goal to kind of give them some energy and give our kids credit. I thought we dominated the third period. We didn't quit. We battled back to 3-3, and then it sucks to give up that late goal and not get that point.
Coach, outside of tonight's game, as we won't see you for a few weeks, it'll be an interesting time in the hockey world. Got a big, lengthy break in the NHL coming up, 19 days, I believe it is. Do you anticipate that the Birds might reap some of the benefits of getting some guys back? Put it this
I
way:
can't answer that.
do you hope that happens?
I'm not even going to answer that question. So at the end of the day, I focus on what I have today. Right. That's not fair for me to answer. Like I don't know. Like that's not for me to call. All right.
Okay, thanks, good.
have a good trip?
Yes.
The difference there in the end. What did San Diego do to frustrate you guys a little bit tonight?
Uh, First thing, they playing ozone a lot. Like when those third period starting, they have a 30 shots, we have a 15. Uh, we need to do better. We need to be playing more ozone, and we take a lot of penalties.
Yeah, Yanni, it was a really good power play goal you had there. Can you just describe to us for a moment kind of what you saw on that play?
Yeah, it's a good power play. Like first one, two power play. First two period is terrible. We don't have a plug in the ozone, but this power play is good and good shot.
I mean, like I said, what can you say about how you guys battled back in this one, down two goals in the third? You battled back, and is that a good sign for this group?
Yeah, we playing a little bit more ozone, like Nelly doing good job the second goal, and we have a like little bit more momentum, and the power play goal is good.
Yanni, outside of tonight's game, I won't see the Firebirds for a couple weeks. Of course, in the interim, the Olympics will start. Couple Olympic questions. What do you think of your country's chances to medal?
I trust 100%. Like every team is so good, but I trust the Finland team, and I hope so they win.
Yeah.
Your teammate Oscar Molgaard will be, of course, representing Denmark. They're in the same group as the United States. What would you like to see Oscar do against the U.S. Team USA?
I hope so. Oscar have a good tournament, and I hope so. He score and he battled every game they win, but hard to say. I don't know the Denmark team, but maybe it's good.
Yeah. Is there a lot of talk amongst the Firebirds? Obviously, a lot of different nations represented uh, on Coachella Valley. Is there starting to be talk amongst you and your teammates about your respective countries and their chances?
Yeah, of course. I hope so. He playing good tournament.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
Thanks.
Yanni? Just wanted, January's been a pretty good month for you guys and stuff, and now you're going on to the road for the next 5 games. Any thoughts on how you guys carry forward?
Sorry.
How you carry forward going into the going away games?
Yeah, we have next 4 games in the road, but what I say, we need to more ozone. We take the so many penalties. We need to more skate paddle, and we carve a little bit like when it's coming to scoring chance.
Thanks.
Right. Thanks, Johnny. Thank you, man. Have a good trip.
flow of a season. You're going to obviously win a ton, lose some games as well. Just that third period, take the positive out of tonight. Just what you guys are capable of with that push, tying things up.
Yeah, I think for us, it's we weren't satisfied with our first two periods, and we're really comfortable in our own game and knowing that we can come back from a two goal disadvantage. And something that Lax said in the intermission was that not every game you're going to be up going into the third period. You got to be comfortable being down a goal or two. And I mean, even though the outcome didn't go our way tonight, I felt that we really brought it in the third and really played our game.
To piggyback off that, we've talked about it. There's character in that room. I think this team it never feels out of it when you guys are down a goal or two. It seems the Firebirds this year always figure out a way to get it even.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a big thing for our team is just having that character and being able to push through, and doesn't matter the situation, is we're going to rely on the guy next to you and know that he's giving it, yeah, his best effort. So you got to pick it up and give your best effort every night, and that's something that we really rely on each other for that.
Now, Lax spoke to some of the struggles you guys just had the last couple games with the PK. Just wondering what you would like to see you guys do a little differently to sharp up on that end.
Yeah, I mean, you know not every game you're going to be perfect on the penalty kill. I mean, you do got to give credit to a good power play, and I mean, hey, they had some good looks. Is there some things that I think maybe we could change or make a different player read? But I mean, hey, it happens. It's a game of hockey. It happens really fast, and we make mistakes, and that's a part of being a hockey player, a human being. It's going to happen, and I think just for us, it's just building. Shot blocking is a big thing. We're trying to focus in on it and add to the PK and keep going with that. And yeah, I think we have a lot of faith in our PK and our goalies, and that's just something we got to keep working on.
Ty, we won't see you guys, of course, for a few weeks. It'll be an interesting time in the hockey world in the interim. Lengthy break in the NHL, and of course, the Olympics will start. A lot of different nations represented on the Firebirds. Has there already been talk amongst yourself and your teammates from different countries about who you like?
Huh. Yeah, we like to bicker about it, Canada and the U.S. And obviously with Mulgard being with Denmark, it's a lot of fun and a lot of jokes, and we're just having fun with that and enjoying it. And I mean, for us, it's nice to see such a player like Oscar be recognized, and I mean, it's such an honor anytime you get to wear your country jersey, and I know he's really proud and really excited to do that, and we're all behind him and rooting for him to have a great tournament, and super excited for him.
Yeah, Denmark is not in the same group in the preliminaries as Canada, but they are in the same group as the USA, so that game is already on the books. What would you like to see Oscar do against Team USA?
I'd love to see him put up at least three or four and take USA down. But no, I'm just honestly super stoked for him to have this opportunity. He's a great player and an unbelievable human being, and just someone who deserves it. He really does. He's a class act, and super excited for him.
January's been a pretty good extensive thing. Next 5 games are on the road. Talk a little bit about moving forward.
Yeah, I think for us it's just playing our game and make sure we're doing it for a full 60. Um, you know, it's being on a road for, the next couple of games, 5 games, it's going to be a tough stretch, but that's something that, brings the team together and really helps the team gel and bond. And, I think for us being on the road a lot earlier on in the season, we have that good bond and good gel that obviously relays into our game and in the locker room. And I think it's something that it's just only going to make us tighter as a group, and it's really going to help us down the stretch.
Going into the second half of the season here, how do you feel the team's coming together and making plays?
Yeah, I think it's you can see the drastic changes from the beginning of the year till now. Like we had a lot of young players, like I was last year. You're trying to learn the league, trying to learn how when you're playing against all different teams, teams play different styles, different ways. And now that we've had those games against the teams, guys are kind of getting the more confidence underneath their belt. They know how teams are going to play, and it really helps just to the full team, knowing that we're rolling 4 line 6D on the back end, and just being able to have trust and confidence in every single person that goes out on the ice. And I think everybody in the locker room knows that, and we're really excited to keep going down the stretch.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Have a good trip.